Hi all, you can see I'm sweating already. In today's video I'm going to demonstrate to you two items. Cheers. Well, no, let me hide the name, I'm not advertising. How to unhook your caravan in a caravan park. You might think that is easy. Oh yes, caravans has been around for many years, but there is some important stuff that you have to take care of. So we're going to unhitch the caravan, and how to level a caravan, how to get it level in the X and the Y axis. That could be a bit tricky. What is the saying of the old people and the retired? I saw it on Facebook, with not paying an arm and a leg, or not costing an arm and a leg. Okay, my caravan is in line. The vehicle and the caravan is in line. Let's presume that we are in a caravan park, and you bet 80 to 90% of caravan parks you will have to back off to get in position. Audible alarm is the reverse cameras on the powerful Mazda. Okay, in position. So let me go and show you some tricks. Let me first switch off this engine, this powerful Mazda, and we get rid of the beautiful background noise. Do not unhook your caravan. Not until you have found a spot in the parking or in the campsite where your caravan is fairly straight or horizontal. As you can see here, I've installed some water levels just as an indication. This one is from front to rear, that one is left to right. As you can see here now, the bubble is in the front, so the front must go down a little bit. The bubble is on the left hand side of the caravan, so the left hand side must go down. If it can't go down, then the right hand side must lift. This is fairly easy to control with your jockey wheel. So get it in a position where it's very close. Why do I say that? Don't make a mistake. That is not a jack. That's a stabilizer. It's impossible that that type of design, that type of structure can lift your wheels either side, this side or that side. This caravan weighs 1.5 ton. Let me show you the rear. I have also glued on a water level. Same as in the front, it shows that the left must go down or the right must come up. So where the bubble is must go down, that direction. Now let me show you this type of stabilizer on the Conqueror. All caravans has got stabilizers. Pretty neat design. Every caravan should have stabilizers. I know there is some off-road caravans without stabilizers. Maybe only two at the back, and you have to use the jockey wheel in the front. The front stabilizers was fitted as an extra, and it's worth it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to unhook and set up your caravan. We are now at the campsite. Cables is disconnected, the dust covers is on, and let's get it out of the way. Now at the camp, you've done all this. You remove the cables, the dust covers is closed, that dust cover, this dust cover, depends on how many connection points you have, is all done. Now you are ready to unhook. This is the water level or the spirit level that I'm using. Only using the center for front to rear, right? And then when I put it onto the caravan, then it's left to right. This temporarily indicated that the right hand side of the caravan must go down. Let us see how far is that from the truth. The same. The bubble is here, so the right hand side must go down. I can't go down. Please do not dig holes for your wheels at a caravan park. It's not your lawn. It's not your private property. Don't damage a caravan park. It's public property. We all use it. Don't you drain your damn shower water and your washing machine because you are parking for 2 or 3 months. Your washing machine drain water in a public place. At home you can do it. We are at the front now of the jockey wheel. Let it down until the ground, and there it extends. So what I normally do is I give it some play with a gap, turn it up a little bit more. Right. And the reason for that is now I have enough play in this jockey to lift the nose, unhook, remove the tow vehicle, and then drop the nose. Now the last important message. Warning, information doesn't matter. Regard it the way you want. Do not unhook here until this caravan is stable. You've put in some rocks, some stones. If the area is level, you are fine. Remember, your handbrake will not work. Once you started backing off, you have anti-reverse braking in your brake system. This is not new technology. It's been there for 30, 40 years. This type of design is, once the wheels start turning backwards, there's an anti-lock system or an anti-brake system in your braking mechanism that will prevent you of braking. So you can back off, you can reverse without a problem. So I've put in now 2 blocks on the rear because I have a downhill slope. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the handbrake and disconnect. Alright, I have the space here at the bottom. Now I push this latch again. You can hear it. Push it in, pull up and turn. And this caravan should stay here all the time. There it is. Unhooked, didn't move. The vehicle didn't move and the caravan didn't move. So many caravanners at the campsite that cannot get their caravan unhitched from the towing vehicle. You know why? Because there's stress here. If you backed off and it was quite a steep incline, your vehicle will push this sock, this absorber, into a closed position. Now remember, there's a shock absorber here. Control your brake. So once you back off and this is compressed, you will not get it unhooked. There is no chance. And should you get it unhooked, this ball will push us up against your car. I talk out of experience. Look at the marks here. Small stuff that you don't pay attention. Right, it's clear. Cables is loose. Now I'm going to take this towing vehicle, this powerful towing vehicle. I'm going to park it in the shade. Well, I've lifted the caravan now to unhook. What I do is, as an indication, I put the spirit level on here, and you can see the spirit level, the bubble is in the front, so the front must go down. So what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to lower the vehicle with the jockey wheel. And I still have 120, 130 millimeters room at the bottom. So the tow bar is quite a very trustworthy way of measuring your leverness. With it on the spirit level and on the level now, I am now turning the jockey wheel to lower the front. And I do that until it reaches that back line, that back stripe. There is it now. Now I'm going to the back to set up the rear stabilizers on the two corners. Once that is set up, then I come back to the front and I turn the jockey wheel to lift the caravan until the spirit level shows that it's level again. With the spirit level in this direction, it shows that this side must go down. It cannot go down, so this side must come up quite a lot. So what I will do, the right hand rear stabilizer, I will push it more into the ground than the left hand side. So the right hand rear is lifting the caravan more than the left hand side. Let's set up the rear stabilizers. Right hand side I dropped already. There's a secure pin here so that the stabilizer doesn't disengage during driving and fell onto the ground or the road. Right, on the left hand side this shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th, the 7th groove. On the right hand side it shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 6th groove. So the two stabilizers is basically the same, but we want to lift the right hand side more. So I'm going to move this with 4 more grooves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to feel it. If it's tough, that's what I want. I grab onto my caravan and I push, and there you can see how it lifted on the right hand side. Let us see what is the indications now. Very close, huh? Very close of horizontal. This one maybe a little bit more, so let's do it. Now, be careful with your fingers. This design is a good design. Nothing is perfect in life. I love this design. Easy to use, simple to use. But there's some dangers if you do not know what you're doing. I take my wheel spanner and I hit it. Don't get your damn fingers in here. With this force coming down, this will get onto your fingers and you will need stitches. Remember, it was on 10, so we're gonna go total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We went 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's go to 12. Now, now it will be difficult to lift it. Let me see. Let me see. There it's lifted. Oh yes, and while we're here, remember, I have 4 of these wood, strong laminated wood for the stabilizers. If you park in soft sand, this stabilizer after a day, 2 days will settle into the sand and your caravan will be unstable again. So we don't want to lift it as much as that. That one is 12, so let's go for 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there you can see, with my hand, free hand. Why? When we lift the front, we want the caravan on the right hand side to be lifted. With the back stabilizer setup, this caravan is very close to level from right to left. There's it, touching the center. Now remember, we have to pick up the front, turning it. There's it. Spirit level indicate now front to rear is level. Remember, these stabilizers are not jacks. It's once you have set up your caravan, the system that I showed to you, then your caravan will be stable. Your stabilizers cannot carry the weight of this caravan. Right, wheel spanner. Now I turn it with one finger until I feel it's taking load. Then 3 fingers and give it 1 or 2 turns. Don't try and remember all this 6 slots at the back, 10 plus slots. Practice makes perfect. Spirit level front to rear is still 100%, and the spirit level is very close. Another 2 turns and it will be ready. 1, 2. The importance is safety. Think. Don't be frustrated, tensioned, adrenaline pumping when you arrive at your caravan spot. I know that it was fun driving your vehicle, towing your caravan, but that's putting stress on you. You are worried about the parking and look at my previous video. Don't become an asshole. Don't become a devil with your family. Take time to set up. Never unhitch your caravan. If your caravan wheels is not blocked and you're sure that the unevenness in the caravan levels, you can set it up with your stabilizers. If not, you have to start all over. Lower, fold away all the stabilizers, hook your vehicle, and the whole camp is watching you. I can vouch of experience, okay? So alright, the right and front the same way. Setting it up, and I use the front jockey wheel. I don't lift the jockey wheel, so I have 5 stabilizers. 2 at the back, 2 in the front corners, and I use the jockey wheel to be solid on the ground. And my caravan is fixed.